Papa Squat. Coming at you. That was too long. How's everybody doing? It is Sunday. Sunday? Yeah, it's Sunday. Monster trucks. And tomorrow is Martin Luther King Jr.'s Memorial Day. I actually don't know for certain if it's his actual birthday. I could have looked that up. But tomorrow's the day we're celebrating, and it's now a national holiday. Hooray, hooray. And I wanted to say something about that because I used to think these, like, President's Day and whatever, any sort of Memorial Day kind of thing is kind of a weird thing. But now that I'm, unfortunately, in my 50s, I think it's important because we have somebody like Martin Luther King Jr., who obviously had a huge effect on not just the U.S., but the world. Most importantly for us on the U.S., and we're still kind of playing out the hopeful eventual evening of the playing fields for everyone, no matter their skin color. But it's important to remember that happened, for one thing, not very long ago, and that this guy matters for a reason, and we are not necessarily celebrating the equality of all people or anything like that, but we are celebrating his life because he was important. And I think that's a good thing. So I'm definitely a fan of what Dr. King did with his life. I think what happened to him was obviously just a tragedy, and it would have been interesting to see how things may have changed over time if he had lived. Of course, we also may have found out other things about him which would have negated a lot of his work or something, because if people live long enough, they always make mistakes and whatever. But I'm really happy that tomorrow is a national holiday. I think it was a very good thing that happened within my lifetime, and that's pretty amazing. Anyway, in celebration of that, I thought I'd do a song today and tomorrow about Martin Luther King and or sampling him. Today's song is Common featuring Will.i.am from 2006. And this website I found it on says, sampling Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s famous I Have a Dream speech, Will.i.am and Common joined forces for a track that appeared on the soundtrack for Freedom Writers. My dream is to be free, Will.i.am sings in the chorus, while Common shares verses about struggle, pain, and hope. Even the rap generation respected Dr. King's struggle. Yeah. Even the rap generation? That seems a little, I don't know, insulting maybe. So let's give this a listen. I don't think I've heard this, and I watched the first tiny little bit of it just to get my sound set up. And it sounded neat, so I'm looking forward to this. And Common and Will.i.am make good music. I mean, there's a reason they're popular. So most likely this is going to be blocked for a couple of days. Blah. But if you get a chance to watch it, please do. Here you go. It's a little silent right now. You probably can't see it very well on the screen here, but that was basically a kid's notebook, and it was notes about I Have a Dream and the civil rights movement, so in case you couldn't see it on this. Kind of a cool beginning, actually.
I am happy. I am happy. I have a dream. I got a dream. One day we gonna work it out. One day
Smooth.
we gonna work it out. One day we gonna work it out. I have a dream. I got a dream. One day we gonna work it out. One day we gonna work it out. One day we gonna work it out. I have a dream. I got a dream. That one day, I'ma look deeper than myself.
So far, this song is very much, like, very hopeful, very positive. They're not talking about any of the negatives of having to go through all of the civil rights movement, right? They're talking about the good that has come out of it, and it is a celebration in the fact that people work together to do this. And I assume it's going to change a little bit here because of what the little snippet that I read said. But so far, very positive song. Sounds really good. Like I said, super smooth, really enjoyable.
I gotta find a way. I have a dream. My dream is to be free. My dream is to be. My dream is to be. My dream is to be free. In search of brighter days, I ride through the maze of the madness. Struggle is my address with pain and crack lives. Gunshots coming from sounds of blackness. Given this game with no time to practice. Born on a blacklist. Told I'm below average. A life with no cabbage. That's no money if you from where I'm from. Funny, I just want some of your son. Dark clouds seem to follow me. Alcohol that my pop swallowed bottle me. No apology, I walk with a boulder on my shoulder. It's a cold war. I'm a colder soldier. Hold the same fight that made Martin Luther the king. I ain't using it for the right thing. In between lean and the fiends.
Yeah, so this is interesting because this is, like I said, it's the opposite. Common comes in here and very much is rapping about the struggle, like how it's still a struggle, and you know, born on the blacklist, which is actually just a fantastic turn of phrase in this instance. Really an interesting juxtaposition, and I can understand, even with that as the concept for this song, why it wouldn't have gone into the mainstream, because happy celebration songs are never super popular unless they're just about partying, not specifically about somebody like Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Movement. And then to also have in any critical stuff in a song like this, which is exactly what he's rapping about right now, and what we're dealing with this ridiculous critical race theory opposition that exists. But say, you know, people don't want that in a song. Unless it's more of a telling a story as opposed to pointing out that all this stuff exists. So anyway, it's still a really well made song, and I'm liking it quite a bit. I even like the differences between how it's filmed in black and white and color, and the sound, how it changes. It's really, really very good.
So let the schemes, I put together pieces of a dream. I still have one. I got a dream. One day we gonna work it out.
See, complete change in the style of the video, lots of color right then.
One day we gonna work it out. One day we gonna work it out. One day we gonna work it out. I have a dream. I got a dream. That one day I'ma look deeper than myself. I gotta find a way. I have a dream. My dream is to be free. My dream is to be. My dream is to be. My dream is to be free. The world see me looking in the mirror. Images of me getting much clearer. Dear
Back to
self,
black and white.
I wrote a letter just to better my soul. If I don't express it, then forever I hold inside. I'm from a side where we out of control. Rap music in the hood play the fatherly role. My story like yours, yo, gotta be told. Trying to make it from a gangster to a Galia role. Red scrolls of stone slaves and Jewish people in cold cage. Hate has no color or age. Flip the page. Now my race became freedom. Right dreams in the dark, they far, but I can see them. I believe in heaven more than hell. Blessings more than jail. In the ghetto, letting love prevail. With a story to tell. My eyes see the glory and well. The world waiting for me to yell. I have a dream. I got a dream. One day.
And again, I don't remember what song it was that we talked about this a while ago, but it was sort of that we've gone from celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. to talking about, you know, the struggle and the negative aspects of what's been going on. And now in this third verse, Common's the one who kind of comes around and is like, yeah, you know, all this stuff has been bad, but now I at least have a chance to continue to make things better. And it's an interesting thing to do. I would have thought they just would have gone back and forth, but this is kind of an interesting story aspect to it that is kind of fun.
We gonna work it out. We gonna work it out. We gonna work it out. I have a dream. I got a dream. One day we gonna work it out. One day we gonna work it out. One day we gonna work it out. I have a dream. I got a dream. That one day. That one day.
I like that sample or lyric. He probably actually sung it. I know I never saw this movie, Freedom Writers. Well, there you go. And they're back in the schoolhouse. Schoolhouse. School room. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, it's a good song. I mean, it sounds great. It really nice, kind of relaxing, but still upbeat kind of feel to it. But then it has the slightly different musical style when Common is rapping that makes it also like catches your attention again because it is thematically pretty different. It's really, I mean, a pretty enjoyable song. But I can totally understand that it probably didn't like rip up the charts and was number one and yada yada yada. It's just not that type of song. Like it's not. It's not. I don't know. It's not enough of like just about celebration. It's celebrating a specific person again. So, really good. I liked it. We'll see if it gets able to be seen by you guys in the next couple of days. But anyway, I'll do another MLK Jr. Video tomorrow, and you may be able to guess who it is. Older group from probably the 90s. Pretty sure 90s. Yeah. Pop Squad. Check it out. Please like, subscribe, and share. Hee hee.